Welcome everyone to this week's Torah portion. This week we have the Torah portion of Mishpatim, which is the Hebrew word for ordinances or a decree, a law. It is found in the book of Exodus. Now, after the revelation at Mount Sinai, God gives a list of decrees, of rules that the Jews should follow for their day-to-day lives. And this is part of the 613 commandments called the mitzvahs. These laws include the laws of damages, of business, slavery, of murder, of theft, and all of the different penalties and all of the different outcomes which can be in any situation. Altogether in this week's Torah portion, we have 53 of the 613 commandments. Amongst them, positive commandments, you should do this, you should do that, and negative commandments telling us stuff we shouldn't do. God then reassures the Jewish people that he will take them to the promised land of Israel. But he warns them not to be influenced by the pagans that are living there and go after their idolatry and their ways. Now, the Jewish people, they all proclaim in unison, we will do and then we will hear. Meaning we accept all the laws from God and then we will understand exactly all of the details. But we commit ourselves. Aaron and Hur were in charge of the Jewish camp while Moses went up the mountain, Mount Sinai, after this great revelation of godliness to receive the Torah from God to give it to the Jewish people. Moses was on the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights. Now, this week's Torah portion, it's very technical. There's commandments. There is the logistics of Aaron and Hur taking over the Jewish camp, of Moses going up the mountain. What do we learn from this Torah portion? What can we take into our lives? So besides the fact that we have all these beautiful mitzvahs when it comes to business, when it comes to damages, when it comes to hurting people, we have to remember that the Torah has guidance for every single part of our lives. But another thing we learn is the commitment of the Jews. God, we are committed to you. We are thankful for you for taking us out of Egypt, taking us out of slavery, giving us the revelation of Mount Sinai, and we are appreciative of the gift of Torah you have given us. The details, all the ins and outs, that's not going to be an issue because we are committed to this. We are committed to being your chosen people. And when we have a strong commitment, the details are irrelevant. When you have a commitment to someone, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a relative or a friendship, if your commitment is strong, the details cannot waver and are not so important. What's important is your commitment to this concept, to this other person. Thank you for watching this week's Torah portion. Have a wonderful week. Shalom.